losing, but it's getting there as we work our way through to today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
When Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Alexander.
The numbers for Coleman last week. 15 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
It's second and
you can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Wallace. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Wallace. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd down, Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down now, it's Wallace. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 30. But that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Wallace. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, 49ers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle by
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game.
Now, Wallace, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
He's going to go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 23. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16.
And this will be caught at the 30. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Love. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They'll run on first down. It's Wallace. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 2nd and 11 now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now a give, right side. Wallace. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. So we reach halftime, and what's been a... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Here's 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because and making it work.
And Adams has it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Wallace. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 23-yard line. It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert against that defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Wallace. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Another carry.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The kick is...
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's J.K. Scott. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Kenny Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20,
right down
10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end.
5-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Garoppolo.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0-0-5. That's all we have left here in the fourth.
Brings up
second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Boston.
So there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Pollard.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing